In our vast universe, we've found many planets with each their own extraordinary environment. The vegetation, the temperature, the weather conditions, and the species who've adapted themselves to the environment of their planet. On this episode, we focus ourselves on another rare planet, inhabited with more species than we could ever imagine. But one of those is different from the rest in nearly every way. They seem to be the most intelligent of all, humans. Here we see two human males. These males belong to the same pack. That's the reason they haven't attacked each other. It's thought that the male who shows his skin the most is a pack protector. He's informing the other male using the human way of communicating, making noises, curiously, with the same hole they use for eating. It could be many things these males are communicating about: where the pack is saving their food reservoirs, where the free females are living, or where the rivaling pack is located. Humans communicate all the time about these things so no one is left behind. They take care of each other and they're loyal to their pack. The pack protector seems a bit angry towards the other male. He might have attacked another male within the pack. To show the other males have to listen to the pack protectors, he uses vocal communication to dominate the misbehaving human. When that doesn't work, they'll start fighting. But it seems that won't be necessary. The other male knows he could never win the fight. Because of his misbehavior, the male can't join this group of gatherers. They'll go out and search for food they can stash in their big brown rocks, and to find comfy places where they can propagate. It seems to be endless, this group, but for the big pack, they need a lot of food. On their backs, they've placed portable space. In the open area, they'll fill it with food and precious objects. It's also here, in these groups, that young humans find their partner. The reason humans eat is mostly for propagation. The male builds the skeleton within his belly, and the female will finish the job by adding water and meat, which will form around the skeleton. By pushing the eat holes together, the male will impregnate the female with his built skeleton. It's just a matter of time before the female poops out a new and smaller human being. One of the remarkable properties of human beings, they grow during life. And they need to grow during life, because other remarkable fact about human beings is, because of the weak material of the human skeleton, they'll wear off. After usually 20 Earth years, which is the same as 28 weeks on our planet, the skeleton will start to crumble. The one thing that doesn't wear off is the human filling, causing these creatures to swell, like these two females. They've walked so much that their skeleton can't be used to move by themselves. That's why they've got a rolling structure. And the human beings are aware of their shrinking problem. That's why they don't walk for long distances, and as the most intelligent species on this small planet, they've made something. A big amount of space, caged by Earth materials, which moves around for them. The only thing they have to do is sit, and the cage will move in all directions the cage user wants. The cage user sits in the front and controls the speed and direction of the cage by moving a strange object with his extremities. Another strange phenomenon. The human body contains a large amount of water, which rises relatively during the day. If they don't do anything about it, they will explode because of the limits of their bodily structure. Humans lower their body's water percentage by letting small amounts of water leave their body using a water disposal organ between their lower limbs. Another way of losing water is by cooking it inside their bodies by setting fire to sticks and suck the fire right through them. The water inside starts to cook and leaves them in the form of steam. It's a beautiful day here at the local water storage. Humans like to have a lot of water around them, probably because they're afraid of dehydration. Nearly everywhere they've built lakes like this, so they will never have to experience a water shortage. An example of dehydration. This female has disposed too much water, so now she has lost nearly everything of her body mass, causing instability in her skeleton. She's forced to use a rolling object, which probably was another Earthian skeleton. Her body will collapse if she doesn't use it. Lunchtime. This male caught a hairy earth inhabitant, which can be found a lot in places like this. It's one of the few creatures humans catch themselves, and if they can't find one of those creatures, they will hunt for some other human's offspring. The human males in particular like to eat smaller humans. It makes them stronger because they eat another human's intelligence, moving abilities and strength. They observe the small human's behavior so they can see the condition of it. This male had a good catch. The small human shows a lot of energy, which means this is a healthy human. In the meantime, this human has already finished his dinner. It requires a special technique to catch those funny-looking creatures. The human massages the creature so it feels comfortable around human beings, and when it least expects it, the human will attack. The human could attack the small female behind him, but as he knows this one is too old, it won't be a healthy meal. And besides that, it already ate enough. A small hairy creature is mostly about the same size as a human sibling and gives the same satisfaction as one. What we see here is also typical human behavior. Humans are carrying special rocks with them, which are used to pleasure themselves. They do this by constantly rubbing the stone, cuddling it and rubbing the stones in their faces or making noises with their eat holes. By making the noises, the human shows that their stone is a true pleasure to have. They do this to impress other humans. The one who has found the best rock is the one who deserves the most respect. A human with a perfect rock is a human who succeeded in life and one who fought hard to own his rock. There's so much we could learn from this species. They are one of the most remarkable unknown forms of life in our vast universe. Perhaps one day we will meet them face to face. Perhaps one day they will be intelligent enough to meet us. But until that day, we will keep observing them and keep trying to explain their behavior.